you put your finger on one of the reasons it took 4.5 years is just when we thought we had everything pulled together, boom, something would happen. Microsoft would launch a new platform. This thing called Amazon suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Everybody had to walk around with a phone with all this data attached to it. Well, that really wasn't part of people's lifestyle to the degree it was. So yeah, you're right. A lot of things did change, and we had to go back and therefore update the data. And what it resulted in is a lot of the case studies, the proof points that we use to help make the points in the book actually changed with it. General Electric was a top valued, top run brand when we started writing the book. By the time we were finishing it, it was straight down. I mean, they were running into all of the problems that General Electric has run into. So it kind of went from being a best in class to you might not want to do it this way. So we were flipping the case studies based on things that were happening in the marketplace.
But I have to imagine that also brought some exciting opportunity. You know, some of our work now, we talk about brand and customer journey or customer experience. Yeah. And so with that, just kind of curious how you were able to take some of those learnings and show that brand is an asset that has to be managed throughout all different touch points, especially thinking of omni-channel.
Yeah. So I'll give you another example. When we started writing the book, no one had ever heard of a thing called Casper. What was Casper?
A ghost.
Other than a ghost in a cartoon when I was a kid, right? But wow, suddenly I have the opportunity to buy a bed in a completely new way, research it, dig into it, understand it, customize it, have it sent to me in a completely different way. I don't have to go to a store to lie on it. So all of these elements were things that happened over the course of writing the book. And in doing so, what it fundamentally did was say the customer experience, as you referred to it, for somebody who's out to buy a bed, changed or evolved. I mean, you can still go to great leading brands like Sleep Country here in Canada and buy a phenomenal bed and get a great customer experience. But now there's another way as well. And I think that as the consumer has changed, the market has changed. And in some cases, it was innovation that changed the market, that changed the consumer. So this kind of predictable pattern for customer experience was turned on its head. And that is really what we enjoyed during the writing of the book, but also here at Level 5. Customer experience has completely changed. I engage with a brand potentially years before I would ever buy it. So to understand these new points of engagement in today's digitally enabled world means a different experience. Being able to go in the way we do at Level 5 with an understanding of what the rational and emotional drivers to each of those points of engagement are. Well, we didn't have the ability to quantify emotion the way we do now, and to be able to attach it to specific points in the customer experience. So the level of information that's available, the changing market, the changing consumer expectation, all of this was just like a snowball running down the mountainside, getting bigger and bigger, and trying to keep up with it while we were writing the book, as you say, was challenging, but it did make it fun.